Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Davis Mills and the Houston Texans.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes this Dallas offense, led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start, threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboy season.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Elliott running right. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback.
He only had 11 starts during his time at Stanford. But coming out of high school, many ranked him as the #1 quarterback going into college football. Has a live arm, better mobility than what people think, highly intelligent. I think the upside is tremendous for Davis Mills.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 now. Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 27 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They go play action. Mills. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and I believe that, yeah, that is Davis Mills, the quarterback. Not a good sign there. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll go down at the 28.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get... And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mills on 3rd and 2. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mills on 1st down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10. And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position. Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well. And he
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On play action, Allen. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events. The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he fires one incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Allen now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Allen's throw there taken in by Dorsett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Royce Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to run again here with Pollard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Dorsett. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Throwing is Allen.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Allen.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Allen.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.